5.
Okay. Let's get it started. Ha! I hope I logged out of that Twitter space. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, welcome back to an amazing and consistent Vlogtober where I give you guys everything you guys have been asking for. And one of the videos you guys have definitely been asking for is to give you guys my recap of the Real Housewives of Cape Town breakdown of episode 8 all the way up until the reunion part 1 part 2. Now I'm gonna skim through the episodes because there was nothing worth writing home about. I think everything that I'll address are things that have been addressed in the reunion. But before we get started, let me show you guys what I got. This time I came with pizza effeletseng, okay? Because I remember the last time I was getting hi bo kidi piece nyana tse for hi bo famo. Okay, so I got a full pizza. This time, super hungry, super looking forward to it, you know, just trying to eat and have a good time. I got this pizza from Pizza Perfect. It's called The Godfather. It's actually one of my favorites, and I don't know who that is. I think I got an email at this time. And I'm dying to have a slice. So anyway, we're gonna jump straight into the reunion. No first bite, no nothing, because I am dying to have this conversation with you guys, okay? Okay, we might just have a first bite. This is super hot though. Ooh. Okay, you see, this is what I don't like about pizza places. They don't cut it properly, and then after that, our pizza is falling. Okay, so off the bat, it's quite cheesy, but I really can't stand how the pizza is already just like dismantling. I hate that. I think that's one of the things I like about ND shows. The pizza doesn't actually fall off. But I mean, it happens when you get a pizza that has a lot of toppings. So I'm just gonna try to split it up as best as I can, like you see. I can't stand this. I've got such an OCD kind of take on food that when food already disappoints me from the beginning, I don't want to. You see, like these pieces, I'm not even gonna touch them because they're giving me a lostro as it is. Anyway, guys, what a mind-blowing reunion, right? Whoa, cha. Whoa. Whoa, should I put Asha on my pizza? No, I won't. Let me have a slice because I haven't eaten all day. I'm bringing the sauce out. Okay, I will say this. The pizza is so good. And I think they added a good amount of cheese for me, which I love. So I'm done hating on them. I did want to try the wings. Thanks to Karabo. I'll probably put a Twitter handle somewhere here. Sorry, girl. But she's the one who actually said I must go try the Pizza Perfect pizza and the wings. But then they said the wings were going to take like too long. And I was already there quite late and I wanted to get home and film. And oh, it was also load shedding. So it was going to take a lot longer than expected. So anyway, let's just jump right into it, right? Before you guys get mad at me, here's a bite, guys. Here's a bite. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Can y'all see that? Okay, I'll have the bite on your behalf. So good. Okay, let's talk about these women. First things first, you guys were absolutely right. So a lot of my subscribers in the comments are like, Naledi, the people that you like at the beginning of the season are not going to be the people that you like towards the end of the season. And initially I thought, one thing about me, I'm firm in the people that I like. I am a very big person on intuition. I know that these people are going to come out to be the good characters. But you guys were actually right. Let's start with Beverly and Camilla. Okay, it's screaming racist. Okay. Now, you guys were totally right about Beverly and Camilla. Totally didn't turn out to be who I thought they were. Bev was giving very nice, I get along with everybody, until she started being this very shady person towards Tato, right? Sorry, guys. I'm eating so much I can't remember much of what's being said. Now, Beverly was definitely the shit start of the season. She was definitely the instigator. She was going around saying this. I think The moment where I realized that my eyebrow raised about Beverly is when she was like, oh no, Tato's not being abused. And in my head, I was like, how do you know that? And who are you to even say that on camera? You know, like just because your version and her version are completely different doesn't really give you the right to say things like that. And then another thing that also pissed me off about Beverly is when she went to Muhammad and told Muhammad that Rooksie doesn't like him because of the whole abuse allegations, right? And guys, shockingly, I watched right before the show actually took a turn for the worst, you know? I watched right up to episode 7. Just before Tato moved out of Muhammad's house, just before they had a big fight, just before all that drama, and also right before Lou came into the picture. So, right before Lou came into the picture is kind of like a main cast. Now, off the bat, Bev gave very, oh no, I'm just trying, and and I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. But then you go and sage Camilla's house, and then you get mad at Tato for telling Camilla what you did just because you wanted to tell Camilla when you were ready. But then Beverly, you went around saying shit about other people anyway. And then Beverly, you started showcasing your white upper echelon as self. You started doing it. You started looking down on other people. You started saying, who was saying that Tato's wearing Coochie, not Gucci? And I saw a lot of people jumping onto that, Rushta included. So Bev has definitely moved from one of my faves to definitely like, I can't fucking stand you. Like, I don't even want to see your fucking face. No, for real. You know, guys, one thing about white people, when they feel like they're losing a battle, their true colors start to show. They start to be very racist. And I thought I was the only one who could feel it. Now, initially I was like, Some of these comments are very much underhanded here. And the thing is, if you and Tato are these friends that you claim you are, and I obviously know that ever since Tato outed Beverly to Camilla at the table, and Camilla did nothing about it. Oh, but then she did. But then she didn't. That's when I started to realize, oh no, man. Something isn't right here. But anyway, guys, go watch the show so you can jump straight into the reunion. I did not. I'm so sorry, Vositwala, dude. Your twang is not it. Abuti. Twang yabu Fat Joe. Even Fat Joe hana le twang e jwalo ke sekgowa sa sekgowa. Twang e ya Thibo Thatchi ke yang jwanong. Ke yang twang eo. I really didn't like the host at all. I felt like he wasn't, and the word I don't want to use is, I don't want to use inquisitive, or he wasn't intrusive enough. He wasn't digging down for what people needed to hear, right? But he tried in the second episode. He really did. Obviously, he wasn't trying to make the ladies feel uncomfortable, but he just didn't hit the nail on the head. He really didn't. Like, I just don't think that place or that kind of setup was for him. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can initiate conflict. And it needs something like a reunion like that needs someone who initiates the conflict, someone who lights up the fire, you know? So I feel like Fat Joe should have remained. Honestly, Fat Joe should have really remained. Fat Joe should actually be the presenter or the host for all the reunions, period. Like Andy Cohen. Like, nobody can do it like Fat Joe. Nobody can do it like Andy. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's neither here nor there. The other person I realized I really, really don't like. Okay, I always knew I didn't like Loveline, but after the reunion, it's just like it's Loveline from me. Loveline was calculating. She was manipulative. She was rude. She condoned abuse, and then she has a nerve to say she doesn't condone abuse. And on top of that, your outfit was ugly as fuck. I'ma say that. One thing about me, I'm going to drag you if I feel like you deserve the drag. Loveline, you are uncouth, you are unpalatable, and I hope for my sake you do not come back. Because if you do come back, high key, I will drag you on every single Real Housewives of Cape Town TV recap that I can find. Yeah! I even want to start from the very beginning. Loveline, lies on national TV after calling Tato's wine pop sack. She definitely said that. You definitely said that. And then on top of that, you have a nerve or you Tato to Camilla Lubo Bev. After you knew that Bev and Tato are best friends, you were best friends with Rooksie. You did Rooksie dirty. Loveline. Don't know strat mate. Honestly speaking, I can't stand Loveline. I really don't want to see her. Like, she's one of those, she doesn't even make me angry. Like, oh, I enjoy her animosity. It's the kind of anger that's like, you have a nerve to sit there and act like you've done nothing wrong. And then, that's why when Tato said, Udula le mahwa how, I was like, good shot. Because Loveline has been rude to everybody since the beginning of the show. And she wasn't coming for Rush's clothing. She was coming for Camilla's clothing. Then she was coming for Camilla's house. Then she ditched her own friend Rooksie. Then she came for Tato's wine. The only person she actually didn't drag was Bev. The only person who got away scot-free was Beverly. And honestly, you know, when I look back on it now, when she sat there and tried to really kind of paint herself as this very calm, put together person, when your whole kind of demeanor was centered around being so mean, if I was her, I would have just apologized and said, you know what, it's TV, dog. Like, it's TV. Somebody had to be the villain. You know what I mean? Like, I know better than anybody that when someone has to be the villain, someone has to be the villain, you know? But Loveline, at the expense of your friend Rooksie, Remember when I said, Mamela, and then you guys called me liars. Okay, you didn't call me a liar, but I think some of y'all were like, nah, Naledi, you have it off. Remember when I told you that Rooksie and Loveline's fight was orchestrated? And that did you see the end of the fight they had at the reunion when Rooksie was about to out them for what they were doing at the hotel in Durban? And did you see how shaken Loveline and Lou were? Did you see? Loveline was like, no, please don't show me. No, please don't. In my head, I'm like, yeah, ikibe. Azisha manje. Let's see who the real dogs are. Because she still had a nerve to be rude to Tato. After they outed the fact that they're going to do their own wine. After she made fun of Tato's wine being papsak, then she goes and starts her own wine. The ghetto, child, the ghetto. I think I was hoping to see her redeem herself because I think towards the end of the show, Rooksie gave me bully vibes, but she did try to redeem herself in favor of defending Tato when they did what they did to her. You know, and saying, but guys, this isn't okay. Why would you guys want to debut your wine right here at this, the last dinner when we were actively trying to portray Tato's wine so that we can all try it because we actually never gave it a chance. And guess what Loveline did? Loveline lema but like a wine and Camilla was like, yeah, in actual fact, you're not a winemaker. You're just a wine brand distributor. And you're a wine this and a wine that. Oh, shut the up, Camilla. Shut up. Man. Shut up. Okay, so, and then what? Okay. So she's not a wine distributor. And then what, Camilla? Camilla was also another character that went from my favorite to my actual worst. Her, Bev, and Loveline, I'm gonna call them the three rowdy rough girls. Because you know the rowdy rough boys, the Powerpuff Girls, but obviously they're women, so you can't call them the rowdy rough boys. But Camilla was also so horrid towards the end. To her demeanor to Bev, to be really honest with you, I felt like she was doing it to take a dig back at Dev. To take a dig back at Bev, for what she did with saging her house. So Bev couldn't escape that one. She really couldn't. She had no choice. Bev just had to take it in. Honestly, guys, if we're keeping it a buck, Bev deserved that drag. Even though, yes, I feel like Camilla said, you're going low, I'm going to hell. But Bev, girl, It's what she deserves. It's what, say it with me, Bev deserves. But Camilla taking a dig at Tato had so many racist undertones. It had so many racist undertones. And you know, people were saying in my comments, my subs were saying in my comments, Naledi, you're gonna pick up how racist Camilla actually is. And I was like, come on, guys. I think sometimes you're gonna take it out of proportion into saying it's racism when it's actually not. And the thing is, when I'm Boosie, you did not raise up the fact that some of the things Camilla said were racist. Yeah, not even wearing real. It's not Gucci, it's Gucci. You said it, and you this, and you don't know how to act, and you don't know how to act in public, and I fuck off. Oh, Uzandian. You know, I think also another thing, the reason why they could bully Tato so much, and it actually aggravated me throughout the show, because I felt like jumping into the screen and defending Tato with my meticulous level of English was the fact that Tato had a language barrier. And they used that against Tato every single chance that they got. They knew what Tato was trying to say, but they were changing it into whatever they wanted to hear from Tato. Understand what I'm saying? Even though Onache, they're sitting there, okay, Tato, I have to say, she was definitely my favorite character of the season, but if there's only one thing I can say about Tato, Musadi, angege orakane every time to get your point across, eh? You just can't. You can't, mama. Like, you know what? I understand why Tato took it there. Because Tato was so upset that she couldn't articulate what she was saying out of one, anger, and out of two, the language barrier. But then if fuck you bitch was helping her, then by all means, dude, fuck you bitch, aguniwe. But I know for a fact that if Tato had a better sense of like English or speaking better to obviously articulate herself a lot better, she would have done better. In my opinion, I think Tato should have just actually failed. But also, I guess it's one of those things where that show would obviously prompt you to speak English. But then the thing is, if that were the case, then Rooksie wouldn't have spoken. Little Rooksie was having a bit of a language barrier. I don't know if you guys picked it up. She was also having a bit of a language barrier. Also, Lou was having a bit of a language barrier. Like, actually, most of them. So I think, yes, the only thing I disliked was Tato's inability to speak without swearing. Because the thing is now, it just becomes very, ooh, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. Yeah, man. And also, it gave the other ladies a stepping stone to say how very uncultured Tato is. When we all know that's not the case. You know? Let me make one thing abundantly clear to you. Loveline, you married into money. Did you have it? No. Beverly, you married into money. You got divorced, you got money. Camilla, you married into money. You guys, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up and sit down and take Tato seriously as a winemaker or a wine brand distributor, because she didn't have to marry for money. Do you understand what I'm saying? They would have taken her more seriously if she had married a man that had a network that was even as close as it was to Camilla and Loveline. It's also this thing out, do you actually even have the money you claim you have? Camilla, dude, you live in a house so... I needed to compose myself. I was about to go off. I was about to be the one who was considered classist. Because I was about to say, Camilla, not you, baby. Not you. Beverly, you live in an apartment of a hotel. You say property mogul, I say apartment enthusiast, okay? I don't know which house you live in, but it definitely wasn't that house, okay? Because that house was an apartment, my sweetheart. Your dining room and your living room are literally a passage apart. You are the last person to talk down to other people. I'm gonna need you to relax. I mean, we saw one Ferrari the whole time, and then we went and saw another car in like episode 9. So you drive a Ferrari every day to go buy bread, to go buy sweets, to go buy whatever. And then and then let's talk about your ex-husband and your daughter. More water for your daughter. I would advise a lot of the ladies on camera, and I saw you, Loveline, and Lou, Teka. Lou is also another one I'm actually not feeding anymore. You know, I actually thought I liked Lou. I thought she had a backbone. But I realized that a lot of the time people just have backbones until, you know, their true characters are revealed on camera. Like the layers slowly come off, man. You know what happens? It's when there's a lot of rich ladies in one room and people start making alliances. The only thing I like about Rooksie was that she stood her ground very firmly. Her and Lou were getting along. Next minute she was like, Lou, don't play that game. Yeah, no, it's a case of national intelligence. What? What's a case of national intelligence, Miss Mamas? What are you doing that is so big that it requires national intelligence? Ah, man, I'm gonna need you. We didn't even see where you stayed, bro. We didn't even see which house you lived in. What could you be doing that is big enough for national intelligence to get involved? Mama, relax, okay? Whatever you were doing, if whatever national intelligence, I feel like you told us snacks to strata. And then let's go to legal pending cases. Either it's one of two things. It's assault. It's something that goes against the law. Oh, it's one of two things. What are you doing that's a pending case that involves national? Mama, do you even? Coco, you guys are just throwing around words that you don't even understand. Hey? You guys are just throwing around words. You could have just said South African Police Service. National intelligence, mama. Then it's one of two things. You're doing something illegal, or you're involved in some sort of fraudulent activity, or you're in a big assault case that involves serious people. Or and that is why you guys were looking at Rooksie with tears in your eyes. And I wish for my sake, Rooksie, now I open a backbone. I so wish Rooksie I keep her lento lebe ni fihlile. Hayi bekuzosha. Bekuzonyiwa amaqala. Hi Rooksie now, hey. No, dude, I'm so tired of these women. Like, I'm actually so tired of these women. I'm so tired of this pedestal they keep putting themselves on. I'm so tired of how they keep trying to make themselves feel better by looking down on Tato. When you guys have got literally skulls in your closets. I don't even want to say skeletons. You guys are sitting with bodies, corpses in your closets. And you guys want to look down on Tato just because that she got brand winemaker wrong, or just because that she can't articulate herself, or just because of raka from here to Futsek. I fuck off, man. It's true. Maybe Tato doesn't have any sense of decorum, but you know what the other ladies don't have? A backbone for shit. Even Rushta, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know how y'all feel about Rushta. She did have some a little bit mannerisms where I wasn't sure, but it didn't give me racist, it just gave me classist. You know what I mean? So someone in my comments said Rushta's also giving a little bit racist. I didn't pick up the racism, I picked up classism. And guys, we need to be able to differentiate that, because Rushta didn't actually single herself out when she said, oh, we're all acting like clowns and peasants. She was saying we. She said we. And I specifically looked out for Rushta because Rushta, technically, if we're keeping it a buck, Rushta is a woman of color, right? So I was waiting for her to make a mess and say something that would have went against what she stands for or what she claims she stands for, but I didn't hear it, guys. I didn't hear anything that Rushta said that could have been potentially racist. What I did hear was a lot of classism, was a lot of I don't want to be around these ladies, I isolate myself because this is too much drama, and also Rushta, why did you lie about having a Ferrari? Why? Because I mean, let's keep it a pack. Your clothes didn't match your cars. Actually, if we're keeping it 100, no one's clothes match their cars. I think the only person who wore brands, and Ibilane was a very tiny bit, was Loveline. It was Loveline. Loveline was the only woman who actually wore brands. And Lou, but Lou only wore Makosa. Other than that, I didn't see anything on Lou that represented any sort of a money. So overall, what did I think of the show? I would have given that show a solid 6. And a large 5.5 goes to Tato for standing her ground, for not allowing her language barrier to make her the butt of everyone's joke, for still being able to go and say, I heard you speak about me. And you know what? I think the last thing that actually completely puts me off all these women is every single one of them having something to say about Tato's drinking. Tato told you guys from the beginning of the show, yeah, okay, sharp, guys, she's got to get a hold of her drinking. I get it. You know what, guys? I can't defend Tato without letting it be known that yes, granted, she does have a drinking issue that she does need to take care of. But at the end of the day, let's get on with us saying that she didn't hear you guys call her wine pop sack. You know, let's get on with us making it seem like every single thing that Tato, when she does wrong or something that you guys find like it's not working in your favor, oh, she's drinking again. I don't want to get disrespectful. A lot of the ladies were so disrespectful towards Tato, and they used her setbacks and her flaws against her to create this image that she was unstable, that she was constantly ready to bicker when that wasn't the case. They went to her event and decided they didn't want to drink the wine. They wanted champagne. Honestly speaking, probably, if I was on that show, I'd probably still be friends with Tato. I think the only thing I would do is advise her not to obviously get too pop drunk, but she's an adult, guys. You can't do because like, no, dude. But I definitely would defend her through and through. I would defend Tato through and through because Tato has always been a stand-up person. And no matter how many times someone can get drunk or whatever, or can be uncouth, nothing takes away from someone being honest about the gist of the situation. And I hate how everyone kept expecting Tato. Look, the bomb she threw about Beverly and Giselle, I was on Lou's side about that one because I was like, shit. But also I was like, Tato had that bomb and she kept it. And these ladies kept hitting her, bickering. Oh, we feel sorry for you, Tato. Oh, you need help. I remember Beverly saying that, yeah, you need help, Tato. Are you drunk right now? Are you drunk on set? Giselle, how's your daughter doing? Tato was like, I'm not the one you should be worried about, Miss Mamas. Your family needs the intervention, not me. Yo. Now those kind of bombs, yo. Honestly, let me keep it a buck. It's bad off, dude. No, there's certain things you can't take there, ne? Mara, Beverly had been so condescending towards Tato and her drinking, making her seem like she's not okay, that when Tato threw that bomb, I was like, cha, cha, ha. Then I was like, ha. And I was like, cha, cha, ha. Baga Beverly ngwana hae nasha monna Beverly. Because I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. It was like when your daughter was fucking your ex-husband. I was like, yo, well, a man and a daughter walking through the forest, well, But guys, what did everybody expect Tato to do? Camilla came for Tato. Loveline came for Tato. Beverly came for Tato. At some point, Rooksie was trying to come for Tato. Even though Rooksie played it like, oh, I'm just being a bigger sister. Oh, no, I guess a vodka, son, a vodka, just a potato, but it's fine. Because Rooksie didn't do anything. RHOCT came for Tato on the reunion. It's like, oh, is it Gucci or Coochie? RHOCT, could you shut the f up? You don't even own any of the cars you drove. You probably Ubered everywhere. Shut your ass. Can you guys tell I'm on Tato's side? I'm on Tato's side. RHOCT, you hired a Ferrari and then you hired... You know what? It's one thing to hire a Ferrari and a Maserati. Where are your cars, RHOCT? A1 fell. Le A1 fell a kolo ya RHOCT. Harabona ke le Mini Cooper ya Mini Coupe. Harabona ke le A class ya A class. Vodka sana vodka it doesn't potash. But anyway, guys, that is it. I ate so much. No, you guys are gonna say you didn't even eat. That reunion gave me heart palpitations. But I'm still on Tato's side. I am still on Tato's side. I don't care what should I say. I'm on Tato's side. Okay, let me finish this one. That pizza was too good. Let's get the bell chopper. But guys, this pizza was filling, hey? Yo. It was thick. Okay, my last sip of the night. That probably has to be the most dramatic TV recap I've ever done in the history of doing dramatic TV recaps. Like, I told myself this time I was going to be super calm, not get emotionally invested. But it turns out I was. Like, I always am. And I always am about people that bully other people. But that was a very dramatic reunion, probably one of the best ones I've seen in terms of the franchises in Africa. But it was totally worth the watch. Comment down below, let me know if you agree with me or feel like you disagree with me. Totally up to you. I am definitely willing to hear your viewpoints. But other than that, that is the end of the pizza perfect mukbang that we had. Yo guys, I'm so full. My tummy I can't even breathe in. Comment down below, let me know what you thought. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next mukbang and TV recap right here on Vlogtober. It's your ultimate fave, signing out.